The title of my discussion today is Maintaining Excellence. You see, it takes process to become great, and it also takes keeping the process to remain great. When a man begins to invest in himself in the secret, he begins to discipline himself and study in certain routines. Those routines he carries out in private is going to spiral out in his work in the public. So that process is going to lead to excellence. As he gives into the process consistently, he's going to eventually lead to excellence. And as he gives into excellence consistently, excellence will eventually give birth to greatness. But you see, just the way process give birth to greatness, when such an individual finally becomes great, there is this tendency to jump to the other side of comfort. Yeah. Once upon a time, you were given to study, you were working hard, transforming your mind. Now you are a global speaker. Everybody now knows you. If you do not hold on to the process, the same way you calculated your rising to the top through process, you can calculate your falling down to zero through comfort. See, there is no level of financial prosperity that cannot diminish, and there is no level of influence and visibility that cannot diminish. Just the way process took you to the top, comfort can still bring you down to nothing. There are musicians, once upon a time they were everywhere, but today they can be passing the street and nobody recognizes them. There are musicians who have been reigning since decades and they are still at the top. It's not just that they are trending, they are at the top of their career up till now. There are people who once upon a time was very prosperous, but today nothing to write home about. And there are people who were prosperous and their prosperity, even in death, outlived them. What is the difference? Because you see, I understood something about this channel on vision, that I have been focusing on helping people rise, but there is still more remaining at the top. If you want to remain at the top, one of the price you must pay is that you must take your eyes away from the outcome and zoom your focus on the process. You know what I mean? You must see this process as the success, not even the outcome. You are working hard to become something. That effort you put on a daily basis, see it as the success, not the outcome. In fact, get to a point where you don't even look at the outcome twice. Yes, get to a point where whether the outcome turn out successful or not, it does not move you. But the moment you put in the work daily, that is actually the success. If you can figure your mind like this, yes, the reason is because it is that process that will eventually make you great, and it is that process that will keep you great. So let your success come from the fact that you did it again today, not that they are streaming your content more and more, not that your influence is growing. Because you see, if your eyes begin to focus on the fact that your influence is growing and that thing you did to get to the top, you leave it alone, you can still fall down. So let the process become the success for you. Focus on the process on a daily basis. The apostle in the Bible said, "Brethren, I do not claim to have apprehended, But this one thing I do, there is always this one thing champions do, forgetting the things that are behind, reaching out to those things ahead. For this cause, daily I press towards the mark of a high calling. Now we say forgetting the things that are behind. He didn't say the bad things that are behind, even the good things. Reaching out to the things ahead. For this cause, daily I press. Champions always have these 1, 2, 3 things they do, and they do it daily. If you are doing too many things, I put it to you, you are confused. You are confused. And if you are doing something, singular things, and you are not doing it daily, you are still not on the right path. There is always these 2, 3 things, one things champions do, and they do it daily. Yes, they do it daily. Success is doing it daily. If success arrives, you stop doing it, you are already plotting your downfall. If success arrives and you stop doing it, you are already plotting your downfall. If success arrives and you stop doing it, you are already plotting your downfall.